Cool. All right. Well, today for class, we have a sneaky strength yoga flow. So we're going to mix in some strength exercises as we go. We'll try to talk slow with the echo today. But we'll begin on the top of our mat standing. We'll go ahead and take a big inhale to reach overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to open up and twist to the right, going as far as comfortable. We'll take an inhale back to center. And then exhale, twisting to the left. Another big inhale back to the center, nice and tall. And exhale, twisting to the right one more time. Another big inhale to the center. And exhale, twisting to the left. We'll inhale back to the center. And as we exhale, we're going to go for baby back bend. So starting to cactus the arms, press the hips forward. We'll inhale to reset and reach overhead. Another big exhale to cactus the arms, baby back bend. One more big inhale. Final back bend here. Exhaling, pressing the hips forward, widening the arms. We'll inhale to reach overhead. And as we exhale, we're gonna lower down to forward fold, really slow, reaching down towards the ground, towards your mat. And when you're down here, you can let the head be heavy, let the neck be heavy, and feel free to take any movements that feel good. Maybe that's shifting the hips side to side. Maybe that's adding a gentle sway with the upper body. Kind of play around and find what feels good for you today, this afternoon. And continue deep breaths. Inhaling for 3 to 4 seconds. And exhale 3 to 4 seconds. Take one more deep breath. A big exhale to follow. Then on your next inhale, we're going to go ahead and rise halfway, going to halfway lifts, finding length all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. We'll squeeze the shoulder blades together. Once you get in position with that core brace tight, the glutes are squeezed, we're going to lift the arms off of the legs and start to pull them out wide to the side. We're going to hold here, squeezing those shoulder blades as tight as we can. If you'd like, you can make a nice thumbs up like I am. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll slowly release the arms down. If you'd like, you can set them back on the legs for a little reset. We'll go for one more. This time we're going to pulse the arms. And bracing that core tight, squeeze the glutes. We'll slowly start to bring the arms out to the sides. This time just little movements for a pulse, really squeezing the shoulder blades. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. You can release the arms and release the body down to forward fold. And take some time to let the body sway. Or find whatever movement feels good. Take a few deep breaths here to reset. Good. Then from here, we're going to start to toe heel the feet so they're either touching or very close together. We're going to slowly rise, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Once we get to the top, we'll take a couple big shoulder rolls, shoulders up towards the ears, down the spine. Good. And from here, we're going to slowly lower into a chair pose, pushing the hips behind us, sinking nice and low. You can either keep the hands at heart center, or if it's comfortable, you can lift them overhead and hold. Most of our weight should be back in the heels. We'll try to roll the shoulders back and squeeze those glutes tight. We'll add a pulse to our squat. You can slowly start to add some movement, just an inch or two, and pressing up through the heels. Breathing through, keeping the chest lifted tall. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And staying low, we're gonna slowly step the left leg behind us, sinking into a crescent lunge. So we'll swoop the arms overhead and checking in to make sure that knee is right above the ankle. You can either straighten out the back leg and keep it bend, whatever's comfortable there. Again, adding a little pulse here, so you can slowly start to add an inch or two of movement, pressing up through that front heel. We'll draw the shoulders down the back. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. You can open up to warrior 2, swiveling that back foot, opening up the arms. You can go ahead and gaze over that front fingertips, I should say. And sticking with our pulsing theme, we're gonna pulse the arms behind us, squeezing pinkies towards the back. So we'll stay here and just an inch or two of movement, really squeezing shoulder blades together. We're staying low in those legs, building some heat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We'll go to reverse warrior, reaching the right arm up overhead. Big inhale. And as we exhale, we'll cartwheel the hands down to the mat, finding a high plank or half plank. So either up on the toes for high, down on the knees for half. We're gonna alternate some leg lifts, so lifting one leg up, right back down, lifting the other up, back down. We get 3 more per side. Nice and slow, keep it controlled, brace that core tight. Last ones. Nice work. We'll find a child's pose, sinking the hips down towards the heels, reaching the arms forward, and you can relax forehead to the mat. We'll take 2 deep breaths to reset. After your second deep breath, we'll slowly start to shift ourselves forward on the mat and assume a push-up position. So you can stay down on the knees or up on the toes if you'd like. Hands should be right on the edges of your mat. We're going to slowly lower down, inhaling as we lower down, then exhale as we press ourselves away from the mat. And inhaling on the way down as low as comfortable. Exhale to press. So 3 more. Inhale nice and slow, and exhale, press. Last 2, inhaling down, and exhale, press. 1 more. Inhale down, and exhale to press. And we'll take a quick stretch again in child's pose. 2 more deep breaths to reset. All right, and after your second deep breath, you can slowly shift yourself forward, either staying in half plank or you can make your way to high plank. We'll run through chaturanga, so you can slowly start to shift yourself forward, pin the elbows as we lower down, going either to up dog or cobra. You can press your way to downward facing dog or another child's pose, whatever feels good. And either way, you can find some movement in down dog. We can pedal the feet, take some knee bends. In child's pose, you can shift side to side. Good, we'll take 1 more deep breath. And if you're not already, you can make your way to down dog. We're gonna slowly start to walk our way to the top of the mat, finding forward fold. So you can let the arms be heavy, take a load off, shake them out. Good, on your next inhale, lifting halfway, going to halfway lift, finding length from the tailbone all the way through the crown, squeezing the shoulder blades nice and tight. We'll draw belly button towards the spine, squeeze the glutes. We'll slowly start to pick our hands up off the legs, bring them out to the side for a hold first, squeezing the shoulder blades as tight as we can. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can slowly release the arms down. Option to set them back on the legs for a little reset. And same as last time, going for a pulse the second time through. We'll slowly embrace the core, squeeze the glutes, bring hands off the legs and bring them out to the sides. We'll pulse just a little bit of movement. Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll slowly release the arms down and release to forward fold. Feel free to find any movements that feel good in your forward fold. Maybe a sway side to side. Maybe shifting the hips a little bit. We'll take one more deep breath. Big exhale to follow. On your next inhale, slowly starting to roll all the way up to standing. Taking some shoulder rolls at the top. Good. If your feet are not already, you can start to toe heel them into either touching or very close to touching. From here, we'll take a big inhale to reach overhead. And as we exhale, go right into our chair pose, pressing our hips behind us, hands either at heart center, or you can lift them up overhead. Wherever you're at, we're squeezing the glutes tight. Weight is mostly in the heels. We're feeling strong and balanced. We'll get ready to add our pulse. Gently starting to press up through the heels, just a little bit of movement. Continuing to breathe through here, building some heat in the legs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can slowly step back the right leg, and we'll swoop the arms overhead, moving to crescent lunge. And take a moment to check in, making sure our knee is above the ankle, and that back leg can either be straightened, or if it's more comfortable, you can take that slight bend. And once you're all set to go, we're gonna slowly add that pulse, pressing up to the front heel, staying low. You're not here for long. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can open up to warrior 2, swiveling that back foot down, opening up the arms. We'll gaze over the front fingertips. And sticking with our pulsing theme, we're gonna slowly start to pull the pinkies behind us. Just a little bit of movement, really squeezing the shoulder blades tight. Staying low in that front leg. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll release up to reverse warrior, reaching that left arm overhead, finding length all the way through the side body. Take one more big inhale. As we exhale, you can cartwheel the hands down to the mat, stepping back to find either high plank or half plank. We'll add our leg lifts in here, slowly starting to lift one leg up, right back down, lifting the other, keeping it slow, keeping it controlled. Good, we'll get 2 more per side, going for 4 total each. Bracing that core tight. Good, and after you finish your 4, you can slowly start to shift it back. Child's pose, release, relax. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Good, and after your 3rd deep breath, we'll slowly start to shift ourselves forward, assuming our push-up position, either on the knees or toes. Hands are on the edges of our mat. We'll slowly begin to inhale as we lower down as far as comfortable. Exhale to press to the top. And inhale nice and slow all the way down. And exhale to press. 3 left. Inhaling all the way down. And exhale, press. Another inhale, nice and slow. Exhale to press. Last one here. Inhaling on the way down. Exhale to press. And we'll stretch it back. Ooh, a little release for the shoulders, for the chest. If you want a nice chest stretch, you can have the hands out a little bit wider than your mat as we pull back. We'll take 2 deep breaths. Awesome work. Slowly bring your hands back, about shoulder width apart. We'll shift ourselves forward, finding either a full plank or a half plank. Go through chaturanga, so shifting ourselves a little forward, pinning the elbows as we lower all the way down to the mat. Inhaling to cobra or up dog. Then exhale to child's pose or downward facing dog. We'll take whatever movement feels good, or you can hold to listen to your body. Good. All right, we're gonna slowly shift forward, holding a plank for one more time. I'll challenge you to stay to a high plank if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can slowly drop down to the knees, and we'll make our way to a seat on our mats. Moving into some floor work next. We have some reach backs. This is a nice slow exercise. We're gonna start in this positioning. Feet can either be on the mat or you can hover and hold. Arms are gonna start out in front of us, and the movement is gonna be inhaling as we reach back, exhale as we pull to the center. Inhale to reach, and exhale to pull. So you can get ready, and we'll begin. Inhaling as we reach back, exhale, pull to the center. Inhale to reach back as far as comfortable. Exhale to pull to the center. Continue on your own. You can keep the feet down, maybe play around with lifting them up. We have 10 seconds left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can lower down, moving into a butterfly with feet together in the center. Knees out nice and wide. We'll press down gently. Feel that really good stretch in the hip flexors, inner thigh. We'll take 3 deep breaths to release, relax. Good. After your 3rd deep breath, you can slowly shift yourself back. We'll get back into that same positioning. We have one more round, just for good measure. So we'll start to lean back, feet down, feet hovering, and let's get started. Inhale as we reach back, exhale to twist. Inhale to reach back, exhale, twist. Keeping it nice and slow. Should really feel the core as we reach back and then pull ourselves back to the center. Ten seconds left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll find one more butterfly stretch with feet together. Knees out nice and wide. We'll gently press into the knees with elbows. Option 2, if you want to add movement, add a gentle rock side to side. If it's not comfortable, leave it out. Take one more deep breath. Good, and we'll slowly shift ourselves back. We'll make our way down all the way to the mat, so just slowly rolling down, 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 down. Good. All right, from here, we're gonna lift the legs up off the mat, so you can keep them straight as comfortable, keep a bend like I am. The arms are gonna start overhead, and they're gonna stay together the whole time. We're gonna go for some chops. So I'll show you first. We're going to take a big inhale, and exhale to sit up and chop to one side, inhale on the way back. Exhale to sit up and chop the other side, inhale back, and just keep repeating. Try to keep it slow, and if you want more of a challenge, you can start to kind of hover the legs forward. It'll really force the core to work and help keep the body grounded down. So with that said, arms up overhead, big inhale to start, and exhale to chop. Inhale back, Exhale. Keep this pattern up on your own. Move slowly, move mindfully. Really feeling that core work as we sit up and twist. About halfway through. Good, final 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we'll bring knees to chest. Nice stretch and release. Let the legs be heavy. Just let the arms do the work as they hold them in. You can rock side to side. Maybe draw circles with the knees. Good. All right, from here, we're going to release the legs down, keeping the knees bent. Feet are about hip width apart. We're going to move into some glute bridges. So hands can be down by your sides. We're just going to slowly inhale as we actually will inhale to start, and then exhale as we lift. So inhaling on the way down to reset, exhale, lift. So you can get started whenever you're ready here. Again, really focusing on exhale, pressing the hips as high as we can. And if you want extra challenge, don't lower all the way down. Keep a nice hover to keep the glutes and hamstrings fired up. Should be powering up through those heels. Continuing to match movement to breath. Moving into our final 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can lower down. Just take some windshield wipers, dropping the knees from side to side. Couple deep breaths. Good. And you know the drill. We're back to the top with chops. We'll slowly start to pick the feet up, lift the legs off the mats. You can either keep them stacked over the hips or forward for more of a challenge. Bring arms overhead. We'll take a big inhale to start. And exhale, sit up and chop. Inhale back. Exhale, sit up and chop. And keep with this pattern on your own, keeping it slow. Get mindful movement here. Really focusing on the core, feeling those muscles work. Keeping the back grounded down to the mat. 10 seconds left. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll bring knees to chest. Release, relax. Option to rock side to side. Option to draw some circles with the knees. Whatever is comfortable. We'll take about 2 deep breaths. All right, after that second breath, we'll slowly drop the feet back down to the mat, about hip width apart. Hands can be by the sides. We'll begin with our glute bridge, taking an inhale first. And exhale, lift up towards the ceiling with the hips. Inhale on the way down. Exhale to lift. We'll keep matching movement to breath. Want to challenge, don't lower all the way down. Keep the hips and glutes hovering above the mat. Nice and slow, control that movement. About 15 more seconds. We'll try to get the hips up a ½ inch higher at the top. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can finish it out. Good. All right, we'll take some more windshield wipers, dropping knees to either side of your mats. It's nice, slow, gentle movements. Good, we'll find some stillness in the center. And we'll go into a full body stretch. So straightening the legs out, reaching the arms overhead, taking up as much space as you'd like. Just hang out here for 2 deep breaths. Aiming to let the belly rise with your breath. Good, all right, on your next inhale, drawing the right knee into the chest. We'll start by pulling it in nice and close. Left leg is just heavy. We'll point the toes outward. If you'd like to add some movement, you can gently start to draw the knee towards the edge of your mat, and back in towards the midline, inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. Get one more deep breath. Good, then from here, we're gonna slowly start to pull that leg across to the left side. You can either keep your gaze up at the ceiling, or you can set the right hand on the ground, gaze over the fingertips for a full body twist. Using our inhales to find length, and exhales to deepen the twist. Take 2 more deep breaths. Good, and after that second deep breath, we'll slowly pull the right knee in for a nice hug to the chest, and exhale to release down to the mat. We'll inhale to draw the left knee into the chest, and that right leg is just heavy. We'll keep the toes pointed out. You can either just pull that knee in, appreciate that compression in the hip, or you can slowly add some movement by drawing the knee out towards the edge of your mat, back in towards the midline, inhaling one direction, and exhaling the other. Keep it slow. Get 2 more deep breaths. When you're done with your second deep breath, we'll slowly start to pull that leg across the body over to the right. You can either keep your gaze right up at the ceiling, or you can set that left hand down on the ground. Let the gaze shift over the fingertips. Using the inhales to find length in the spine, and exhales to deepen that twist as it's comfortable. Take 2 more deep breaths. Good, after that second deep breath, we'll slowly pull the left knee back into the chest for one more hug in. We'll exhale to let the left leg go long. From here, we're gonna take a big inhale to reach overhead, really stretch. Grasp the hands together, and we'll slowly just move them left to right. Shifting that stretch from one shoulder to the next. And then we'll take one more inhale to really reach, press the hands overhead. As we exhale, we'll bring the palms together, down to the forehead at third eye center. Please know that you're more than welcome to continue on with your practice, add in some more core work, add in some more poses or stretches, whatever you're feeling today. Otherwise, I appreciate you all taking time out of your day to join me for this nice yoga flow with some sneaky strength. We'll seal our time together with Namaste.